Technology. Are we good? Hopefully we're not frozen. Hopefully we're good here. It was working better in my last show from this morning. Yay! Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you, Devin. So, hello, Devin. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, John. I hope you've had a wonderful, much better. Okay, yeah. These are, I should have thought of these months ago. I can hear you guys. You guys can hear me. Well, normally I usually use this guy. Can you guys see that? But for me, but then I can't hear through my phone. And yeah, so I figured out this is the best way because you guys can hear me just fine, and I can hear you guys if you come on stage. So much to, or so happy to see you guys. So excited to be here. I am so excited. So excited. I'm just going to keep saying so excited. So excited. For my Soul Quest program. And that's what this show is all about. So let's get right to it. Okay, first off, to get your information and to enroll in the Soul Quest program, go to archangelslove.com. Right at the homepage, you'll see, like right below the very first things, you'll see stuff there in the menu under plans and programs. It's at the top there, the Soul Quest program. So there's that. Secondly, just last night, I published an article about the Soul Quest program and a bit about the daily shows that I'm doing every day at noon here on Fireside, simulcasted on YouTube. I don't know if it's going to work out with Rumble, so for now it's just YouTube is where I simulcast to Monday through Friday through the 31st, leading up into the Soul Quest program that starts on 4/3, Monday 4/3. So if you are interested in this program, please go to the website and Medium to read that article. There's some more stuff that I write in that article that's not on the website, so it'd be good for you to take a look at that. So there's that. Enrollment is open now to get on there. Right now it's limited as far, or unlimited as far as the amount of participants that I'm open to receiving, unless at some point I'm guided to cut it off. For now it's open, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so how did this program come to be and what is it about? First off, I am Infinity. I'm a generational shaman, psychic, physical empath, soul guide, channel, psychic, medium, medical medium, divinely guided artist is all my art behind me. I don't know how much of it you can see right now, but you can see my art on my different websites. I think I got everything. Those are the most important parts. Messenger, soul guide, spiritual guide and counselor, healer. I think I said all that stuff. Okay, so with that said, I've been working pretty much nonstop since awakening about 10 years ago, and then and healing myself of fibromyalgia that I had severely bad because I am. Hey, Laura, welcome. Just getting started here. Give me a little backstory about who I am. Being severely ill with fibromyalgia and being on disability, being basically this very broken human being who couldn't do anything, very suicidal, in pain all the time, and was guided to through a series of events. And you can read this one event that did the healing on me. It's at the very top of my Medium profile. So that's medium.com/@infinity, INFINTI _ 963. You can also get to Medium and every other place that I have anything on my website as well. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad I'm well too. You have fibro? Ah, yes, I'm very familiar with fibro. Yesenia, hello, welcome. Oh yeah, this is working better. Uh-oh, now it's saying, right when I'm just thinking it's working better. I'm seeing, okay, hopefully it's good. Send me messages if, actually, do me a favor, Dawn. Send the little poop emoji through if we start getting bad with the connectivity, so I know to stop talking and let it catch up. If you don't mind. First time using this, Yesenia. Oh, well, you're doing great so far. Check you out. Took me forever to figure out how to text and read text. But yeah, that Q&A will open up the text. To read, to react is also to text. So you pick an emoji and you add a message. So to go with that emoji, and then everybody could read it. There is no back channel in, that means private messages or DMs on Fireside. So there you go. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Okay, so back to me being sick and all the good stuff, or not so good stuff. I'm not going to get too deep into that because just this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, at 12 o'clock, I had my daily spirit show, and the theme or the topic of the day was empaths, and I got into energy and being sick and how I was getting to heal myself and how I've been healing others, and that it's all energy. So my dear Devin, you do not need to suffer with fibromyalgia. You can be completely healed of that. It's an energetic illness, just like everything, but it affects you in a system-wide way because it's just the name for energy illness, really, without anybody really understanding it. I would be willing to bet everything that you and everybody else that has fibro is an empath, and the worse the fibro, the more the physical empath you are. I also have a quiz on my website for finding out exactly where on the scale you are with being an empath. Everybody's a little different, but that really helps you understand that. So anyhow, please watch that other show if you haven't already. So I'm not reiterating what I just literally talked about today. It was all about empaths and energy and my story and leading up to today. And then we got the perfect card, as usual, to back me up and everything I just got done saying. Not only for today, but for yesterday as well. It was double doozy. So anyway, for Devin, for everybody else, more, start there, go to my website, poke around. I'm very open about my journey and where I've been, where I am, and what I'm here to do, and how I do it, and how I help people poop. Literally. See, that worked out well. Connectivity is no bueno. Okay, we are so. All right. Yeah, that's a bummer. Is it better? Is it still bad? I've never had the problem since I've been using Fireside like I've had these last few shows. It's been really weird. Anyway, I continue to talk. Oh, I need to get on YouTube. I keep forgetting to do that. Sorry, YouTube. Whoever's on the YouTube, if you're on the YouTube, let me get on here. Can you send an emoji when it's better, and then I'll start back up? Oh no, I need to say that. Yeah, that's a bummer. Is it better? What? looking and hearing myself okay on YouTube. Hey, Leticia. Leticia's on YouTube. Hi. Sorry it's taken me so long to get here. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Oh my God. It's better. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, thanks for letting me out. Okay, picking back up. Oh, there's Oregon. Hello, hello. Okay, so anyway, go and watch that video or that recording from earlier when I talk all about empaths and energy and me having fibro and healing other people and all of that, so you can get a good understanding about that. But in any event, I've been on this journey and been through a lot of figuring out, what I'm meant to do and how to do it. I went from being super sick to not and being not sick at all, and then going through a spiritual awakening and understanding just how powerful I was with all these abilities that I've had my whole life, and not being aware of the psychic stuff since I was like 5 years old, like I talked about in that show from earlier, but nothing about any of this really other stuff, regardless of the different experiences that I had. I've seen apparitions, I've levitated twice that I'm aware of. Once when I meant to, and once when I didn't. I've experienced. I was just thinking the other day, man. If I just started to write the titles of all the 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 wild stories that I have metaphysically and spiritually in this lifetime, it would take me a while. Let alone write those stories. Hey Jeanette, hi on the YouTube. Many stories that are just like they sound like fiction, but they were real in my world, things that happened. And still, I didn't think much of that. It was just my status quo kind of living, the things that would happen, the way that my body would be, or the experiences, the weird synchronicities, all sorts of spiritual things. And just that was it. And then come to find out that, who's this? Tony. Hi, Tony. Welcome. Then come to find out that the reason why I had so many problems physically, being sick, having chronic condition, and all of that was because I was an empath, because I could feel all this energy and that I'm psychic and all these things. So it was like, wow, my whole reality was based on thinking I'm just like super broken. But the truth is that I have all these abilities and powers, if you will, that I just didn't know about, and just was just running amok without me being knowing anything about how energy worked and how I could work with my body and my guides and guardians and how they work with me and through me and all this stuff. Did I ever think I could actually connect with, did I actually think that there was a real consciousness to our planet? No. Did I think I could actually communicate with her, that she would come and talk to me and work with me and other people, and I would channel for her and all this stuff that I do? It still blows my mind. And this is my reality. And through it all, it's about helping people or replicating my experience as far as healing, connecting, leveling up, activating, and all of these amazing, miraculous things in everybody's own unique, personal way. I am so passionate about that. And at the crux of it, at the very, very core of that, is our soul. And why we incarnated in these lifetimes, what they're all connected to. What is our soul purpose? What is our soul mission? What are we here to do? Who are we meant to connect to and collaborate with? What are we meant to create in a various amount of just many, many different ways? Um, and if you go to the website, if you read the article on Medium, hi meow. Let me get there. I meant to get here earlier by myself before, but I didn't. So I apologize. There we go. It says that this program, Infinity Soul Quest Shaman Circle program, guiding you to answer these important questions. What does your soul want? What is your true identity? What is your life purpose? What are your soul missions and destiny? What are your next steps? What is your spirit name? Those are a lot of really big questions. And all of that came from when this is how I started the story, when I went on hiatus in February. Because basically, since I spiritually woke, since I healed myself, spiritually awoken, I, kind of went through this whole process. It's been 10 years since that began. I mean, it goes back further when things started activating, but that was the big, like we broke we broke ground kind of thing. All the other stuff under the surface happened basically, and it does for all of us, like our entire lives. Until one day we break ground, and then everything is different. So for me, that was about 10 years ago when I was meditating and doing yoga, and then kind of the doors open up for me to connect and then get this download and travel astrally to understand myself and heal myself. And that's when everything changed in a big, big way. But it was still a while after that before I it was still a while after that before things stopped spinning, I guess you could say, and I had some type of direction with myself and where I was going, but still a lot to uncover and figure out. But through the whole thing, I was guided to share my story and help people move forward for themselves, understand this energy and empath business and what it is to be psychic and telepathic and energetically connected and corded, and have uh, guides and guardians and all the different beings that we can connect to and all this stuff that to me I was like, everybody needs to know about this. And it was so different than my reality before. Even though I've always been spiritual, I've always been soul based and into soul business and psychic stuff and medium stuff and stuff like that. It was never a big part of my life. Like I didn't get any kind of tarot or oracle cards till all this happened. Although I was interested in that stuff, or I would think about it, or kind of it was more superficial than anything. So just a little bit of backstory on that. So anyway, working very hard, very diligently with a shit ton of very, like, if wild things happened in my life before 10 years ago, holy shit, did it ramp up after that, and has never stopped. I've grown and evolved and developed myself in ways that I work with myself and with others, and my programs and everything that I do, and all of it has been my world, literally. I refer to myself as the shaman on the mountain. I literally live on the mountain. I live a life mostly of being with myself and working really hard with my clients, with my everything that I do, when I write, when I create, when I do lives, when I work with my clients, when I get all this stuff. And when I say work really hard, I'm just I see myself as a spiritual warrior. There is a spiritual war going on. There is the dark. There are things that want to use and abuse and manipulate and have people in pain to and to be used as energy in different ways and keep us confused and all sorts of stuff. That is very real. But humanity is evolving. I talk about that in this morning's episode as well. Humanity is evolving, and it, there is no stopping it. We are becoming more and more conscious and connected. We're learning. I mean, just think about what's in the world today as far as holistic medicine and the different modalities and people talking about energy at the dinner table who would never talk about energy and feelings and meditation and plant medicine and all, people are more into astrology than ever before. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And everything that's been developed and all how publishing houses like Hay House, how big a site is like Gaia, people just, I could just go on and on to illustrate this point, but I think you guys get the picture that in the last several years, there has been a massive boom about the collective and the state of consciousness within the collective like never before. The pandemic had a lot to do with that. Some people were already activated and awake and ascending and seeking truth before that, and some people got activated with that. And here we are 3 years later, and a lot of that is being kind of it's like full circle when we have astrologically and galactically a lot of new incoming energies to boost all of this at this time. So without getting too technical into all of that, the point here is that once I got to and then December and January, a shit ton of information came out. If you just look at my Medium and go back to December and all the channelings that I did about the activation and the 1331 portal and everything that was going to come through. And I mean, all of that was so intense, and it's all come true. It's all been real. It's all exactly how I said it was going to be. And, or I channeled it from others, as it was said, the likes of Archangel Michael, the one known as Jesus, Metatron, and Gabriel. So there was a lot of information coming out about all this stuff and what was to come and how we were to prepare and what we were to be doing with ourselves. It's not too late to go back and read that if you haven't yet. I guarantee you it will it'll feel good to read that stuff and probably validate things. So sometimes it's cool to see things that were written and brought down into the collective days, weeks, months before you see it, because now that time has passed and now you can go, oh yeah, look at that. Like I've lived through this time and this is how it resonated for me. Or like, looking at horoscopes after the fact, that sort of thing. So anyway, when we got into January, after so long of so much work and connecting and healing and doing the business that I do, and all that came through and all that was going to be coming through, I was guided to take the month off in February to recalibrate, to just take a break. I've been doing a lot and I'm a workaholic. Like I said, we're in a spiritual war. I take what I do extremely seriously. To me, there's no time to waste. I want to help as many people as possible. Time is my most precious commodity and all of our most precious commodity. It's not money. It's time. It's energy. It's our focus and how we prioritize. That's our most precious commodity, and there's just none to waste. You know, there's just none to waste. And so yeah, I'm passionate about it. That's what I do. But I did take some time off. It wasn't exactly the month because I did basically sleep for 2 weeks straight. Um, I slept just so much for 2 straight weeks in February. It was fantastic. It was like sleepy goodbye, and I'll sleep till noon. Okay, like wild stuff I never do. I just let myself do it and have it because that's how I was guided. Just don't think, just sleep, and you'll know when you're done sleeping. And I did, and it took about 2 weeks, and then I started to go really deep with my plant medicine, with my marathon baths and channeling and downloading, and holy moly, did it start coming in strong, very very strong, um, and that basically led me to this business with the Soul Quest. It kept ringing like an incessant dinging kind of bell. What do you want? What does your soul want? Where are we going? What are we doing? How are we doing it? What are your true, missions? What have you done that maybe you're done doing? What do you need to do now? Where is the light leading you? Are you thinking habitually? Are you thinking in programs? Are you stuck on another level that you need to get past? Like all of these questions came through, not just for myself. I mean, I'm in that mix too, but not just for myself, for everybody. And then I saw my clients, I saw the collective, and then all of this download came through. And that basically led me to even call a meeting with my clients and with Dawn on the 20th to talk about all this stuff and our identities and shifting our understanding of our identities, which is part of the program, about recognizing, tapping into, and adjusting our identities also accordingly to our spirit name, and beginning the process of renaming yourself in your new paradigm with your new self. Now that's in the program we get into the timing of all of that and how that's supposed to go, or not. There isn't any supposed to go, but it's a very important component of it anyway. And then it just, when I tap into a thing I'm supposed to create for us to implement for my clients, it just, like, it's a torrent, it's a tidal wave that just comes out of me. So I basically channel this entire program, like 90% of this program, in about a day and a half. And in the end, we're left with a soul map for each of our bodies, and questions and assessments, between like 15 and 20 questions and assessments to go through for each of our bodies. And those bodies, and if you go to the website, you can see it because it's all written there. Those bodies are the spirit. We start with the spiritual body, then the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body, the energetic body, the abundance body. And then we get into the identity map. So what is your true identity? And then what is your spirit name? So it all wraps up to the end of that. I'm going to take a second here and check in with the chat because I think we've maybe had some new chat. Come on. This thing's driving me nuts. I press it doesn't do anything. As soon as I press it again, it goes up and down. Did you guys experience this, or is it just me? Oh my gosh. It's really not letting me see the chat. Sorry, guys. It's not letting me see the chat. Let's see here. Goodness. Every time it just goes up and down. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. Just did it again. I'm going to leave it alone for a second. For right now, I can't see your guys' chat, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hi, Gilbert. So anyhow, we have the 8 maps. And again, each one takes you through that body. I'm getting warm. Each one takes you through that body. So start with the spiritual body. And that map is going to be released on 4/4, which is awesome. And you have 6 days to complete it before the live here on Fireside. This better start working better by then. We're going to have to do something different. I'm going to need to be able to interact with you guys. But in the live, we're going to have this open forum and discussion about that map. You guys will have, be able to ask questions, share, comment on things, ask me questions, get guidance about each of the bodies, starting again with the spiritual body. And they're put in that very specific order for a purpose. So we can right off the bat connect with the spiritual body and get in alignment with what we're doing. Because this program, again, it's called Soul Quest. It's about connecting to your soul. Because once your soul connected, and again, please read the article on the website, but once your soul connected, once you're in alignment with your soul, a lot of questions disappear because you have the answers. Because we're here as a spiritual soul in a human body experiencing this dimension in this lifetime, which is very finite and very short. And what we do here, our purpose here, is so important. It's baked into our programming to need to find out the truth of ourselves, the truth of what we're doing here, what's our purpose, to be purposeful, to help others in whatever way we're guided to help others, et cetera, to create in the ways that we're made to create, to collaborate in the ways that we're meant to collaborate. And the easiest road to all of that is through your soul connection. And everything that's been coming through for months and years, but especially starting in 2022 through now, has all been with this push about waking us up on whatever levels we were to exponentially grow that awareness and that spiritual connectivity, to begin to unplug from the material matrix and plug in to the abundance matrix, and all the magic that comes with that, the healing physically, emotionally, energetically, is massive. And the connections that we have to creation, to, like I was talking about earlier with Mother Gaia, just, was it today or yesterday's spirit walk? It was yesterday's spirit walk. She came through and she worked with us, and I channeled for her, and she made me all emotional. You guys are behind the screen, but I'm just sitting there at the end crying, which I don't usually do, but it's been kind of a while to work with her with other people. And my view when I went through her is so intense. Her capacity for love is overwhelming in my body sometimes, that I sometimes just thinking about it gets me emotional. It's really amazing. It gets me hot just thinking about it. And the ability to connect with her the ability to connect with everything once we've connected with our soul, a true divine union, what the most exquisite thing that can possibly ever be is connecting with our soul and having that integration. I didn't know life could feel like that. I didn't know I could feel like that. I didn't know my body could feel the way it does. I didn't know that I could be connected the way that I am and experience life the way that I do in such a peaceful, harmonious, Zen kind of way. And I know that everybody can do that. And it's so important to me to share those journeys and routes with people. I'm gonna try to see your text one more time before I continue. Come on, really? Okay. I'm gonna open up Fireside on the website a second here. Here we go. Okay. All right. There we are. Can I see? Oh, there we are. Chat. Aha! Laura says just. Oops. Why can't I mute this? Oh, that's not the mute button. There we go. Laura says just landed in Florida, traveling all day, but wanted to say hi. Hello, hello, hello. You're hardcore. I am hardcore. It's acting weird today. It's acting weird. It started out buggy, but mine worked out. Okay, good. Oh, okay, that's all. All right. Well, I'm going to keep this open now that I can see your chat on the computer. So there's a workaround. Okay, so this program, again, the maps, we go week to week, each week focusing on a different body. And by the end, we have asked ourselves and answered for ourselves and connected with our body, our spirit, our energy, our emotions, our mental body, which is kind of like our logical body, in all the different ways. And every single question was divinely channeled. The entire thing was a flow with the team. And the potential there for understanding yourself and connecting with your soul, and the gold that you're left with at the end, which is going to tell you and really show you, like, microscopically, what needs attention in a variety of different ways. So it'll be very clear to you what you need to do and to work on to get more soul connected, to do more clearing, more healing, more acknowledgement, more connections, more whatever. It will have it figured out for you in a way that has never been figured out before for you. It'll answer all of those questions that I said earlier and more, way more. Not only that, we have the community that is going to be formed through this, what I will refer to as always as Soul Family, because anybody that is guided to work with me and be a part of the programs and the workshops that I do, it is Soul Family. That's why you're here and connected, because we've known each other in different lifetimes. We've worked together. We have this thing that is all about trust and love and faith and unity and harmony. And I love that more than anything. It's just like the cherry on top. So there's going to be a private group forum for those that are in the program to post, to ask questions. There's different categories already set them up. There's the categories for each map. So to share through each category, and lifetime access. And you can always take yourself through these steps again. There's no stopping you to do that. You don't just, you can do it, you can for yourself in your own time. Of course, not with, all the new stuff that's going on, but you can review. And I highly suggest that you do. At least review what you've done and think about doing it again in the future. So you have that. So through this program, you have each of the maps. It's going to answer a lot of questions for you, make you see things in a way you have not seen them before. You get the live shows with me every single week to discuss whatever you want to discuss, and the forum as well. There's going to be more that I'm going to be announcing a little bit later on. There will be more, a bit of an add-on, or a big piece of an add-on, but I'm going to announce that later once it's fully crystallized and I start chomping into that, what that's going to be. But it'll be ready and done by the time we start. The effects of this is going to, of course, help you on all levels of your life. Now, I have a warning, though, about this. And that is, this is, kind of, real deep shit kind of work. This is for those who really take their spirituality, really take this lifetime and what you're doing with yourself seriously. This is for people who really want to know and get deep and really commit to the process, to the 9 weeks. This is nine whole weeks of work. And trust me, this is the kind of thing that you can do. You could go through these questions in a day if you really needed to. So it's not so much that you're going to be overwhelmed by it. You could do 2-3 questions every day for 6 days. You can read through them. You can do it at your own pace within those 6 days, but it's nothing wild and crazy that's going to be too much for you. And it will make you see yourself differently. That's the point. It will get you soul connected, which will, by definition, cause shifts and changes in your life. I guarantee it. I guarantee more angel numbers, more synchronicities, more spiritual and metaphysical experiences, things coming and going and changing and all that stuff I cannot possibly predict right now. But I know that when we start working in this way, that is the natural thing that happens. And at this time, it's going to be accelerated. So I'm sure most of you are used to some of this kind of business that I'm talking about on some different levels. But this kind of thing will accelerate that. But that's the kind of thing, I mean, I like it pedal to the metal, like Vanessa said, you're hardcore. Like, I'm sure, Dawn is saying we know this. I talked about this the other day. And Formula One, pedal to the metal, no fucks around. Let's go, let's do it, and do it as passionately and as fully and as deeply as we possibly can, or else what are we doing here? I don't do things halfway or a little bit or, barely there. If we're doing it, we're doing it. And my program, my signature program that I work with my clients is called the Evolve Now program. And that's because it's evolve now. Things are changing. You will change now. Your life will change. You will go from sick to healed, from tired to energized now, not later, not in a couple years, but now. And every single one of my clients has said, well, I know that you said things would happen fast, but I didn't expect things to happen this fast. And oh my God, I can't believe, like I hear that. It's like, just wait for it. It's going to come. Because you can't possibly understand the speed in which things will just, once you start rolling, in that direction of being soul aligned, body aligned, mission aligned, guided aligned with your guides and guardians, oh my God. You go from feeling like, oh my God, I could barely move at all forward in my life. Things weren't changing. Things were always, status quo, and I needed, and then boom, like dominoes falling. Shit is changing fast. She goes, she's not kidding. Yeah, Vanessa's in my Evolve Now program. She knows, she's one of them. I was like, what's happening? And I'm like, exactly what I said would. Oh my God. Yeah. But it's like that's oh, Devin says, have a good night, woman. I have to leave early for soccer practice. Oh, good for you. Okay, Devin. Well, have a great night, sweetheart. Watch the rest later. Thanks for being here. So anyway, warning, things will move fast, but you'll know if this is for you. You'll know if you're guided to do this and be part of this. I am beyond excited about it. Like I said, so excited because I see through a bit, just enough to help me understand just how important and pivotal and life-changing this program is going to be for everybody who does it, including myself, in my own personal way and in facilitating it as well, and everybody who's part of it together. So with that said, I think I've basically gone through everything that I needed to go through to explain the program, why we're doing it, how it came to be, what it's all about. I don't think I missed anything. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. Please, I can see questions here on the computer, so you can ask your questions. Let me go to YouTube real quick. Turn Steppin' Joe. Is Turn Steppin' Joe still here? Oh, we just have. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. The numbers are weird. But if anybody let me go to live chat in YouTube. There we go. Anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat, whether it's in YouTube or here on. I have way too many tabs open. What is happening? Oh, is it there? Yes, there we go. How and where to sign up? Okay, so again, sign up is on my website, archangelslove.com. Right at the top of the page, it says plans or plans and programs and plans. That's what it is. Programs and plans. And right there, it'll say details and it'll say enroll. And you click on enroll, it'll take you to a page where you join and take you through the process of paying. And oh yes, the one thing I didn't talk about is the Universal Sliding Scale program. That's what I do all of my programs on, or sliding scale. Yeah, whatever. So the base price is $500. And it's open to pay more if you're able to pay more for the program at any time, before, during, after. You can add to that. So some people, when I do my programs, they pay what that base price or minimum price is, and some people pay more if they can pay more. That I leave up to you. It usually, I get a mix, and so it all flushes and works out. I believe that it's $500 for the 9 weeks and everything that you get, and lifetime access. You could do it over again. I think it's a deal and a steal for sure for what you get, and I would be willing to bet that everybody who does the program at the end would say so too. So anyway, I think that's it. How to sign up, how much it costs, all that good stuff. I do accept it's set up to do PayPal. It's how I receive my payments. But if you have any questions as you go through or go to enroll or anything like that, you can send Dawn an email, dawn@archangelslove.com. She will help you out. with any questions that you may have. And I guess if that's it, nobody has any questions, then my work here is done talking about the Soul Quest program. I hope that you're inspired to at least check it out and share it with people that you think might be interested. Post it on your social media, send emails out, put it on, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're on. I'm not on any of those things. I don't advertise on any of those places, but I know a lot of people are, and feel free to do so. I'm on Vero Social. It's kind of the anti-social social media, no algorithms, no ads. It's just a place for creators to share. So I haven't really been on there since my hiatus, so I got to get back on there. But anyhow, I appreciate the share of it to just let more people know about the program. And in the future, I am going to be once we get through this first initial launch, it will be available to to go through the whole program. And instead of live shows, it'll be replays of the live shows that we do during this initial launch. So that will be available, but not until probably like the middle of April. Then it'll be on my website and available to purchase to do in your own at your own pace and speed. And well, it'll go weekly, but on your own, I should say. And but that also comes with access to the forum. So and the library of content that's going to be there as time goes on. Okay, so I do believe that's it. That's everything. So thanks to everybody for being here, Dawn and Jeanette and Vanessa and Tony and Leticia and whoever else is there on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for your interest in the Soul Quest program. And I will see you tomorrow at noon for our third day here on Fireside for the Daily Spirit Show. Energy update topic. I'm not sure what tomorrow's topic is going to be yet, but we'll have a topic and Oracle and a Spirit Walk. If you didn't get to the last couple Spirit Walks, please check them out. They're really, really awesome yesterday and today. Let me take one more look-see here at the chat. Thank you. You're welcome. That's weird. I see a bubble for Jeanette, but it's not coming up here in the chat. Let me see if it'll let me. Nope, still not showing me the chat on my computer, so that's interesting. I'm sorry, Jeanette, if you said, let me close this and try to open it back up. Oh, there it is. Things do move fast in Evolve Now program. I recommend. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Yes, Jeanette just completed her program, and then she extended for a few months. It was really awesome, and things do evolve very quickly. Thank you for the recommendation, my dear. Greatly appreciate that. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. I love you, and I'll see you very, very soon tomorrow. Be there with me. Bye. Well, let me end my show. Let's see. Oh, is this gonna? I have had a hard time. Oh, yes, I think so.